My name is Magdalena Abrego. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a guitar player based in Somerville, Massachusetts.
So the first question is, what is jazz to you?
I think jazz to a lot of people means a genre of music. And while that is true, I think for me, jazz is more of a style of interaction. Um, I think that improvisation is at the core of what jazz is, but improvisation with an asterisk. And that asterisk is saying improvisation that's informed by history, right? There's like a lineage there that shapes our improvisation now. I think that to interact with jazz and not acknowledge its history is not the way to go about playing it. I think that that's so important for me. And the other thing that's important to me that I'll add to that asterisk next to improvisation is this idea of experimentation and the desire to innovate, right? Because I think that improvising and keeping the lens of history is so important, but letting that hold you back from moving the history forward is another thing to sort of watch out for. And so I guess that question is one of those impossible ones to answer, but that's what comes to my mind at least.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great answer.
Cool.
um, okay, my second question is, how does being a musician and playing jazz shape your definition of community?
I don't think I realized just how much my identity as a musician interacted with my sense of community until the pandemic, actually, because it wasn't until the pandemic that I realized that most of the opportunities that I get to see friends and even family sometimes is at shows. Shows are so much more than just the music happening at them. Shows are where I bring dates. They're where I invite my family into my life. They're where I meet new friends. And that relationship piece of it is huge for me. I think it makes the music even more of a source of vitality for me as an individual, but also for the community as a whole. And I think that it also allows for this kind of like geography hopping or geography blurring, because there are so many different regional scenes that have their own communities, but often when I'm in a room full of musicians who are playing, that is its own community, if only for one night. So it doesn't matter if you're from Berlin or New York or Boston, that community is just as valid and just as relevant in that one night and one room of music making.